Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Dr. Glenn Vo, and I have the one and only super dentist, the creator of the Molar Media Mount, Dr. Casey Culberson. Casey, what's up, man?
Not much. How are you doing, buddy?
Oh, man, I am doing great. And you know what? Before we jump into the Molar Media Mount, before we talk about what you're doing in dentistry right now, I want to say that, guys, Casey is like one of the original supporters of Nifty Thrifty Dentists. You know, I've had maybe a handful of deals when I first started, and Casey was one of them. And he was like, dude, yes, I'm going to hook you guys up. Yes, I'll support you. So Casey, before we go any further, I want to say thank you so much, man, for the past 2 years of your support and your encouragement. So I appreciate you, man.
Absolutely. I appreciate you. It's been fun watching you get bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah, it is fun. And and so guys, first of all, if you like Molar Media Mount, or if you want to learn more, type in Molar in the comments section. I see a couple of guys jumping on right now. So Casey, let's do this, man. Yeah. Before we talk about Molar Media Mount, because I love that invention of yours. But let's talk about this. Where are you practicing right now? What's your practice like? Let's run us through that. And where'd you go to dental school to?
I went to the University of Washington, undergrad and for dental school up in Seattle. And then my childhood dentist called me and said, I tore my rotator cuff. Will you come work for me? And I was like terrified. Right out of school, I went to work for him for like 3 months, and then he left that. And then I ended up taking over.
Wow.
The month, and then I stayed on, and then I bought out his partner. So now we're in a weird relationship. It's three dentists, space sharing, completely separate dental offices. So I work 2 weeks on and then 1 week off.
Interesting. Who are the other two dentists?
One of them is my childhood dentist, which is
wow.
And then his partner that's been there forever as well. I mean, I've been there for 17 years now. They've been there for 37 years. So it's kind of a neat arrangement because you get when we buy a cone beam, I buy a third of a cone beam, but I get you want a CEREC machine, iTero, all that. It's just so, and then also the staffs if I need someone to fill in, someone's always on their day off, they can fill in. So
wow, that's pretty neat. Now let me ask you this, man. I mean, 37 years. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're gonna stop practicing one way or another. Yeah. Have you guys talked about what's gonna happen then?
I told them I'm gonna retire before they do. So
and what kind of dentistry do you do in your office, man?
I mean, we do everything from we're, general dentists. But we place implants, use cone beam, do sleep dentistry, all that. So pretty much everything, a little bit of everything from BioClear to just the bread and butter dentistry as well. So,
and let me ask you this: do they use the Molar Media Mount in their operatories?
They do. Yes. Absolutely.
I mean, it would just be insulting if they didn't. And for those of you who have been living under a rock, and you finally just came from under the rock and jumped on this Facebook Live, and you don't know what Molar Media Mount is. Well, we have the inventor of the Molar Media Mount, and let's start with this, Casey. Yes. First of all, what is the Molar Media Mount? Do you have something to show us here?
Yeah, I saw Ron Wynn. He was wearing his product, so I thought I would wear mine on here. So we got this.
Oh man.
So so I just use this. We use this once at a trade show, and some of my staff walked around with this helmet on with this thing because no one had ever seen something like this. So this part just hooks to your dental light. I was working on a patient one day, and we have TVs in our office, and they're up the day they installed them when we did a remodel, I thought, well, those are worthless when working. I mean, they're great when you're sitting up, but if we're doing like a filling on 15, they're never going to see it. So I had one of free iPod Touch or something. And I was like, what if I put it right next to the light? I mean, their eyes are always looking, the light's always in their mouth. Their eyes are next to their mouth. Put it right there. So my friend's a prototyper. We made this arm. And then this is the final version, but it basically hooks straight to the dental light. And then the patient's looking like straight at, the screen. And it's magic because you move the light, you move them. It's funny. I even have a headlight. I still just move, we just move the screen. All you gotta do is move the light, move the screen. Yeah. Magic. What happened was I just made it for myself.
Sure.
I didn't make it to sell it. I'm a dentist. I'm working. So I just was looking for a way to better treat my patients, and I made it. And it was just like patient after patient was like, that thing's amazing. That thing. And then it was like a certain number of times that I was like, okay, I should do something about this. So
sure, yeah,
I went for it and just had my buddy design it. And then we went to a factory, made it, and now sell them all over the world. So
yeah. And I have one in my office too. So let's start this from the time that you thought of the idea and actually going to the factory and manufacturing. What was how long did that take? Like, what was that time period? How long?
Yeah, it was probably about a year because I had a
year. Wow, that's not too long.
Yeah, a lot of prototypes. It's nice having a friend that's a prototyper. So, he can prototype it and then give it to me and then work out all the details because I want to make one that fit everybody's life. So that was one kit, not a lot of parts. I don't have time for lots of parts. So one kit has it all. And and then I just I'm more of a risk taker. I just went for it and ordered, I don't remember how many I ordered, 2,000 of them at first, or 1,000.
Yeah, and how did your wife feel about that?
Oh, it's funny. I bought a condo in Florida because all my buddies, all my friends were I was just out of dental school. All my buddies were buying real estate. I thought,
they're doing side gigs, man.
I bought it in late 2007, a condo in Florida. Right?
Oh gosh,
it didn't do well. It went. I mean, at one point, the people that owned it, the developers tried to burn it down. It was bad. So her first response was, "Is this another Florida?" So I was like, "No, this is gonna make up for Florida." So this is my makeup for Florida. So
well, for sure, man. I mean, like I said, it's so popular. I mean, it's sold all over the place. I have some. A bunch of people have some. So. You were talking about all the different prototypes, right? Like, did you in the midst of trying to work out the kinks and stuff, did you ever have one fall apart and fall on someone's head?
We do. There is some issues you have. It's funny. I was like, it was more actually the first production run. We had some issues. I basically had to go through and re-glue, make sure that all the parts were glued properly. Cause I told them this cannot come apart. So that's one issue is you're dealing with over people's faces. And so I had to go through and glue each one apart. And now we've gotten stronger plastic, the new version. I mean, I've had the new version for a while now, but it's much bomber. But yeah, it's funny. It's like the screws get stripped. You just have to go through all that hard time.
So go ahead and hold it up one more time because we have some bunch of people jumping on right now. So that is the Molar Media Mount. And how it works. Well, guys, it's I'm sure if you want one on a helmet, I guess, case something like that, but really that hooks up to your light, your overhead light, and it fits any overhead light, right?
Yes.
Now, does it have to be a track light, or can it be off the?
It can be off. It can be off the chair. It can be off the wall. It can be off the ceiling. And the issue is you can't just go down to Amazon and buy a mount because they're too heavy. This is only 6.5 ounces, and then the other magic is it comes apart, so you can take it off and I use an app called DDSGP where we do education. I have some before and after photos. We pick Netflix or Amazon Video or whatever. They pick it. I use iPads because everyone just knows how to use an iPhone. So battery lasts forever. They're super cheap. Like an iPad Air, this is a mini, but an Air is $225 if you buy the Wi-Fi only because you're streaming. And then you can have them pick their movie and then you snap it back on. And it's literally just pops back on, which that's the issue too. Another version, that was why the off-the-shelf stuff didn't work because it wasn't light enough, and it was hard to get it on and off, where this one just is seconds. And it has a little lock, so you lock it so it can't come off, so I can hold it, by that.
Yeah, so that way people aren't worried about, okay, it's so easy to come up, and hopefully it doesn't just fall off in our patient's head. But I love that, man, because, the biggest thing, and I think I like to credit Scott Luna with this, right? He kind of started the craze of having the overhead screen above the patient, right? And then everyone started doing it. Then they realized, man, that's kind of pricey to do, right? You got to run the cables and stuff. You got to get the mount. You got to put the TV there. Then what ends up happening is, let's say people buy an existing practice and they're like, okay, I just bought a practice. I'm kind of low on funds. I don't have money to be running all these screens and stuff. And that's what I love about Molar Media Mount, right? I mean, you literally could go into anyone's office. Oh, you got a light? Okay, here you go. Pop it. Bam, you're done. You're done.
Ready to roll.
And so let me ask you this, Casey. You know, I mean, obviously I have a Molar Media Mount in my practice. I also have screens over the patient, but just talk about how dentistry has gotten a little bit easier with that Molar Media Mount.
It has. I love to do, like, for example, when patients are getting numb, you got to go run and do a hygiene. I love to do my hygiene exams early while the patient's getting numb. And so I don't get bothered later, interrupted later, you know, and that makes the hygienist happy too, because we're done. And, you know, or you got to go seat a crown real quick. They don't even notice because they're watching a show. Like almost kids, I have to be like, all right, time to go, you know? So it just makes it, they're just happier. I mean, staring at the ceiling, thinking about what you're doing to them is not where they want to be. They're in a different world. I love it when I'm prepping like a tooth and the patient's like chuckles under their breath. And it's because they're in The Office or something, which is probably the #1 show that people watch, by the way.
Yeah. You know, and it's,
it just makes you feel good as a dentist. Like, how miserable could they be if they're chuckling, you know, and laughing? So it's kind of funny. It doesn't, they don't, yeah. And we had someone that I gave one to that was studying it. She was in grad school, and they found that watching a show with headphones is the same effect as nitrous. So, I mean, my favorite quote that someone wrote on a review was, if you have Molar Media Mount, nitrous, and an isolite, it's like working on a typodon. And that's how it feels sometimes, especially with kids. They get so dialed in. I mean, Pito has figured out the TVs a long time ago.
Yeah.
But, yeah. And what I like is that I have TVs in my office, and we have cable, and like trying to find, it's a pain, you know, and they're just watching a show, and you're always like upside down trying to get the TV to work.
Oh, yeah.
I love that you can just stream, you know, and I just have like I just added to my Netflix account. So I already had a Netflix account. It just works very well in that sense. So I just think the patients love it too. That's what made me do it. They kept thanking me like, that's great. That's great. And after the 30th time, I was like, hit me on the head. I'm like, oh, maybe I should do this, you know? So.
Yeah. No, I love that. And let's start with that, man. I mean, obviously you saw something that you needed in your practice and you created something and it turned into this business now, right? Molar Media Mount. But have you created any other products? Is that something that's in you? Is this something that you just happened to create it and it worked and now you're selling it? But are you looking for other ways? Are you looking to invent other products, or what's going on in your head there?
Yeah, in my head, you know, I'm more of a doer than an idea person. So like I have a buddy who he has like about 40 inventions in his head. I do not. I had one and I'm like, I go for it, you know, like I do it, where he's done 0. So I think that's more, I'm not like, sometimes I'm like, another product that would be like, you know, I have a family, I have a job, I got a side job now, you know, and like, then I squeeze in between the day. So I'm not, honestly, in my head, I have a couple little ideas, but I'm like, on the border a little bit. So.
So we have a question. Can we take some questions from the audience here? We got a question here. All right. Yes. So this member's asking, can you show how it works again?
Yeah. So you can imagine your overhead light comes down right here, and right above the light, you connect this. So like in my office, I have overhead lights that come down. So imagine the light is like right here. This is connected right above it. So the light is here. And then the iPad has a little ball and socket joint on the back that's adhered to the back of the iPad, or you can buy a case, which we sell on our website too, that you can adhere it to if you don't want to do it directly to the iPad. It is the same tape that GoPro uses on their on their helmets that they use skydiving. It does not come off, but you can spend 10 minutes and you'll maybe get it off. So, and then you just hook on this and you quick little tighten, and it'll just hold it right above the patient. So the patient sees, you know, your dental light and a movie right in front of their eyes. And yeah, it's great. And then when you're not using it, you can take it off. And I just charge it at night. I don't charge it during the day. We have Bluetooth headphones. I found I looked all over for the perfect size Bluetooth headphones. Yeah. And we found some. I used to just refer people to Amazon, but now they discontinued them. So I went straight and I had them shipped to me from the factory. And they're just a good size. They don't get in the way. And once you put those headphones on, I mean, I met with ADEC once. they were contemplating like partnering with me at one point, and the vice president ADEC was like, I was down in Oregon. He was like, nah, and then he sat in the chair, one of their example chairs, and we had hooked one up, and he put on he goes, I put on those headphones, and it was like, you guys aren't even talking anymore. Like, I was just watching my movie, and right then it was like a big moment for him too. So yeah, I think that's what it helps to see it and sit in the chair and understand. Sure. You see, it's just not in the way,
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. Now,
I mean, the light, so yeah.
So I guess most people will have this question. Like, okay, we see how it works, but I'm a dentist and I'm not much of a handyman. How hard is it to install on the light?
Yeah, very simple. I mean, these are all adjustable parts. So these ones will adjust and you can move this around, but it's really truly 4 screws in the back. So it comes apart and it hooks on a square rectangle. Like, different lights have different things. So there's rectangular shaped ones, there's cylinder shaped ones, and it just screws on there together. And once you get it dialed in, it might take you 2 minutes, maybe 5 minutes. Sometimes the light can sag, which is normal. Like a brand new light is perfectly tensioned to the weight. So that it just hovers. So sometimes you have to flip the lid up and tighten this, like put it on and then tighten it so it gets back to neutral, and then you never touch it again. So that's the beauty too, is like when you take that, your light is above your head. It's never in your way. So it's very simple in that sense. So
I love it. And you know what? We had someone who just came in, and I guess he didn't know what we're talking about. What is that product? Well,
what is that thing?
Yeah. This is the Molar Media Mount. Casey, show it one more time for people.
Get on there.
The Molar Media Mount. What it is, attaches to your dental light, overhead light, and that arm holds an iPad so that your patients can watch something, right? Yeah. So that way you don't have to put a TV screen or a computer monitor up in the ceiling. You don't have to hire anyone. Literally, you can buy one of these Molar Media Mounts and slap it onto the light, and you're ready to rock and roll.
That's right. No cables, no cords, no wires at all. So you only charge everything at night, and it lasts all day. So that's a huge benefit to me.
So you said something, and I'm not sure if I heard correctly, but you said that those headphones that you like so much, you guys now sell it on the website?
Yeah, we sell. Yes, we sell.
Oh, okay, the Bluetooth headphones that you like so much that got discontinued, but now you guys source it now.
Yes.
Awesome. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
We got some more questions. Can you want to take some more questions here?
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. I don't know. This is kind of a technical question, but you can stream Netflix on these iPads with one account?
Yes, you can stream. You can upgrade your account to like 5 devices.
That's right. Yeah, you got to upgrade that. So yes, to that person, yes. And that means if you need to buy 5 Molar Media Mounts, we're about to have a deal for you. Okay, and then how do you clean that thing?
Just we wipe it down. I mean, it's up by your light, right? So it doesn't get a ton of stuff on it. And I don't really touch it during the procedure. I might bump it with the back of my hand, like the back of my hand to turn it.
I guess if you're really messy.
Then I just wipe it. It's just, I mean, iPad's glass. You can just wipe it with a Cava wipe or anything else that you're cleaning. Any surface disinfectant you can wipe, as long as you're not like spraying it tons of liquid. Then it just wipes down everywhere else. So.
Well, I mean, I guess if you're really scared, you can put a barrier on it if you want. But I don't see why anything would fly up there unless you're a very messy surgeon.
That's right.
In that case, you gotta take some CE or something.
That's right. That might be a better idea.
So Casey, let me ask you this, man. So now that it's been like, how long has Molar Media Mount been out?
Oh man, that's funny.
It's got to be at least 2 years because I reached out.
It's been out like 6 years, I think. Like the first sale was 6 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I should have got a map and like put a little pin all over the world, like kind of like those guys in the RVs that are going around. But
so now 6 years later, in your wildest dream, did you imagine this would be as big as it is?
My first goal was to break even, right? So I didn't lose money. And then, no, I haven't. And my kids like it because I always spend any money I make on Molar Media Mount on fun stuff. So So they like it for that sense. And so, yeah, it's pretty amazing that it just keeps going, and just going and going. And I think it just spreads. I don't even go to trade shows right now just because it's hard to leave my office. So it's really just word of mouth, Facebook ads, that kind of thing. So
yeah, there you go, man. And guys, here's the
tool.
Yeah. And you know what's really cool now is because there's so many different platforms that out there that's using the iPads. You got Modento is out there. You got Yappy. You got all these Patient Express. You got all these companies that use tablets, right? Use iPad, use tablets. And it would make perfect sense if you're a startup or if you're a new practice and you're already using the tablets, right? Think about walking a patient in. You're doing all their consent forms. They're doing everything. And excuse me, sir, would you like to watch El Camino today? Yes, I would. Then you would pop it in there onto the Molar Media Mount, lay them back, and go.
Yes.
And when you're done, you just take it down and just keep going.
We use Yappy, and we do all their consents, and then off they go,
I love it. I love it. Okay, so Casey, you are on the Nifty Thrifty Dentist Facebook group, okay? And you've been, like I said, I've started, and you've been like a super big supporter of Nifty Thrifty Dentist. You've been hooking us up. You were like one of the first ones before anyone even gave me the time of day. You're like, dude, I will do a deal. So totally appreciate you. And here's the thing. I have a Molar Media Mount. So many people in this group. I think that your Black Friday was like probably one of the most popular promotions. I mean, people went nuts when you did that. But there's still people out there that don't have a Molar Media Mount. And guys, if you don't have anything above your patients for patient entertainment, I mean, that is so huge. If you don't have something like that, I mean, come on, get with the times. And number two, as long as you have an overhead light, you can put something up there. You don't have to run all these cables. You don't have to put screens. So Casey.
Yes.
Nifty Thrifty deals. There's a special Nifty deal you can offer our members. For this special occasion. You've been part of this group for so long. And, we got some questions. But hold up, buddy. We're doing the Nifty deal right now. We'll get to your questions here. But what can you do?
Yeah, so we're going to offer right now buy two, get one free. Right?
Sweet.
And but for the Nifty, we're going to do another, if you do the DRVO, Dr. Vo coupon code, you get another 15% off of that.
Oh man, that's
$239 a piece. So if you do that, you're bringing it down. You're almost over $100 off per mount. So
that's awesome. So the Nifty deal is, you said buy two,
get one free plus 15% off.
Plus 15% off.
15% off anything you buy off your whole shopping cart. So if you buy
what if they just want to stock up, man? What if they have like a, I don't know, like a 6-op practice, and they're like, I want to just buy 4 and get a couple free?
Yes, that is. I think the best way to do that accounting wise is just shoot me an email from the website. I'll get it. I always hook you up. It's being a dentist. It's like, if you email me, I'll give you a good deal. So we'll get even better for that.
There you go.
Shoot me a message and I will give you a better deal.
So. We'll put the website in the comments section. Casey's in this group. You can message him as well. But like I said, he is a practicing dentist. That's another thing too. Like when I was talking to Casey, I was like, dude, you still practice? He's like, yeah, man, I got kids and stuff, man. I gotta make money. I was like, dude, and it's kind of the same thing with me, Casey. People were like, I was at a convention recently, and they came up to me. They're like, hey, what's up? Nifty Thrifty, and talking. And they're like, you practice? I was like, yeah, dude. Yeah. I was like, really? Because like, where do you find time to practice? I was like, I practice. I work 3 days a week, man. And it's like, I got kids too, man. They got to go to college, so I'm still working too. So that's so funny. Like whenever I talk to you, Casey, I'm like, you were talking about practice. Like you're not sitting there just drinking pina coladas and putting Molar Media Mounts over your head and stuff. You still practice.
Yeah. Someone told me I was going to have a yacht with the Molar Media Mount was the name. Not quite there yet.
Oh, I love it. So, okay, we're going to put this question up, and I think I can help answer this. I'll answer this, and for me answering this, you will have to buy a Molar Media Mount Nifty Thrifty member. Can you legally stream Netflix in a business? Isn't it against Netflix terms of use? That is a very good question. I do know that if you get the motion picture license that's offered by the ADA, it costs $300. That will cover your butt. Okay. Now, technically, if you have that, I don't know if it covers everything on Netflix, but if you want to get real technical, the motion picture license, it covers certain studios, and you could just stream those movies and not anything else if you want to get real technical there. Another thing, too, is if you have that license, that pretty much covers you just in case someone does a whistleblower thing. Yeah. But as far as just terms of use, I don't know about that. All I know is you get that license that covers your butt. So get that at the very least. And so that you don't get turned in by, I don't know, one of your patients who got mad that you didn't waive their copay. You never know. So
good answer.
Do you get that question a lot, Casey?
I get it here and there.
But all you do is just mount the tablet, man. Whatever they want to show, that's up to them.
All right. Yeah. And as long as you have that license, I think you're just fine.
Yeah. Either that or just buy your own movies and put it on there.
That's right. I do that too. Sometimes I'll pick like whatever the newest movie is, I'll buy it sometimes. Like when Frozen came out, I bought it, and it was like as soon as it came out, and like stream it, or not stream it, just play it off the iPad to the kids. Because one iPad, you can put it on all the accounts. So every account has the same movies on it. So I would play it for them. Like anything that's super popular, we'll buy here and there and do it for the kids.
And there you go. I mean, there's for those who are worried about that. I mean, just buy the movies.
Yeah, buy 5 movies, for $25 and you're fine.
Yeah, and then just watch Frozen over and over again.
That's right. Yeah.
So what's the most popular show right now going in your office?
The kids are what they're bringing back? You know what the kids are bringing back? The teenagers? What TV show?
What is that?
Friends.
What is it?
Friends.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I agree with you.
Friends shirts, but I'd say The Office. The Office, hands down, #1 show that people watch on Netflix.
Yeah. My office is The Office and Friends. And what else? I think they also like this thing called Moving Arts. Have you ever watched that? Moving Arts on Netflix.
No.
So all it is just like just they just go into like whether it's waterfalls or a jungle, it's just nature scenes. That's all it is.
Moving art.
Yeah, with like kind of like classical music. And so I'll just look up. I'm like, oh, cool. That's like a blue whale up there. All right, awesome. Whatever you want, man.
My buddy was getting a shot watching bees, and he's like, I hate shots, I hate bees. Why am I watching a Discovery Channel on bees? So he said he made a bad choice that day. Bad choice.
Oh, I love it. All right, so let's do this one more time. The Nifty deal. All right, Casey. So for the Molar Media Mount, Casey, can you hold up the Molar Media Mount one more time?
There you go.
There you go. Now, guys, this is a little different. This is a special trade show prototype. You will not get it on a helmet. You don't have to wear it.
Yes.
It just hooks up to your light, hooks up to your dental light there. And essentially you stick a tablet or, an iPad on there. And can you flip up where they can see the tablet?
Yeah. It fits on there, and then you can get it off.
There you go.
Little tightening. It's hard with 2 hands. There you go. And it finger tights. There's a little nut, so it locks on there. So it stays on there, no problem. And
so essentially you're sitting there and you're watching your shows, your patients watching the shows. But what's so great about the Molar Media Mount is literally anyone can install it on the light. Anybody. You don't have to run any cables. You don't have to run any wires. And they also sell some Bluetooth headphones that you would put on. So no speakers or anything else.
I do have a pro tip. You do want a matte finish screen protector right there.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, the light shines and it reflects, and if it turns off, it's like a mirror. So,
oh wow,
it's like a matte finish screen protector that has no anti-glare, and you can't see it at all when it's off. So, or even like any reflection. That was what you asked about learning. First patient, I did it, and I said, how was it? Like, how was the thing? He said, like, it was great, except for I watched myself get a shot, and I was like, you're gonna need screen protector on there. So once you have that, it stays on. It doesn't really get beat up. I never change mine. They last a long time. So yeah.
I love it. Okay, so the Nifty deal for the Molar Media Mount.
I hate this deal. Go ahead.
What is, I said the Nifty deal for the Molar Media Mount is?
Buy 2, get 1 free, and then 15% off total on top of that. So whatever
you 2, get 1 free, and you get 15% off. So look, okay, you got 3 op practice. This is your lucky day.
That's right. If you want more, you want like even a better deal, if you need 4, if you need some weird number, let me know, and I'll make you an even better deal.
Okay, cool.
Website. I'll get the text. They come, or the messages through our website. They come to me. So
awesome.
Don't be shy.
So here we got this question. I don't have a light. Can it attach on my on the track? No.
Yeah, no. They had a track. I have seen someone that had just like an arm. They just had an arm from their light. They took the light off and they hooked one of these to the arm.
Oh, there you go. You just need something for it to hook onto, essentially.
You do. You need something.
I mean,
Anyway, you hand the iPad to the patients. They're like, do I have to hold this? They get confused. So.
Oh, I love it. So that's an awesome Nifty deal. And guys, so again, in this day and age, almost everyone has a screen above them, right? Above their patients. Their patients, I still get patients. They still get excited about it. And that's the thing, sometimes patients won't say anything like that awesome composite that you spent like 15 minutes polishing. You spent 15 minutes polishing. It looks so good. You want to take a picture of it and send it to all the journals. They don't care about that stuff. But you know what they care about? I was watching The Office while I was getting dental work done.
That's right.
Yep. And so in this day and age, you really don't have an excuse. Money isn't really an excuse anymore because you just got a Nifty deal here, and really it's so easy to install. Anyone can install it. And hold on, got a comment here. Great, I just bought 3 and I'm about to install it tomorrow.
There you go.
Awesome, man. Whoever posted that, if you have 3 extra ops, go ahead and take advantage of this deal and get 3 more. That's right. Go ahead and get 3 more. Okay. Anyways, awesome. Let's do this Nifty deal one more time, Casey. Nifty deal for the Molar Media Mount is?
It is buy 2, get 1 free, plus an extra 15% off anything, including the buy 2, get 1 free deal and anything else in your cart. So we sell like screen protectors and like an accessory pack that has screen protector, case, and headphones. So it just all comes out of the box and you're ready to go. Keep in mind, you don't have to have an iPad. You can have a Kindle Fire. You can buy I saw like some tablet at Costco that was like $128 or something. So you don't need the high end. You just need Wi-Fi only, small memory. But I use Apple just because everyone uses Apple and my Yappy uses Apple and all that. So that's what I prefer myself, but you don't need that. You can, And
you know what? If you're using like a platform right now, a paperless platform, and you're using a tablet already, slap that little attachment on it and put it on your Molar Media Mount, right? I mean, you might as well get some use out of it. You don't want to just do some consent forms, just leave it there. Put it up there, let your patients watch,
Yeah. Hey, have you it'd be worth everyone too to check out our commercial. Dentistry, I don't know. They don't do very many funny things in dentistry. So we made like
your commercial is a classic, dude. Yeah, we'll put the link in there too. I mean,
if you don't feel like getting online and looking at everyone's like composites that are better than yours and all the perfect dental work, we also have a Facebook called Dentistry is a Gas. That's just fun, funny clips, like little memes and things that's worth checking out too. So it's not a ploy. It's not we have a real Facebook page for Molar Media Mount, but this is just something fun to kill a few minutes between patients that is more lighthearted. So
yeah, either that or just surf the Facebook groups.
Yeah.
So one more. So we have someone here. I have one more op. Would appreciate a deal. Well, hello. We got the deal. Okay, buy 2.
On our website.
Look, if you got some weird number, okay, just email them, and Casey says he'll work with you.
Yep. I'll give you your own custom coupon code just for you.
There you go. Who What vendor would come on here and say that? Only Molar Media Mount. That's why I love having Casey on so much. Casey, any last words before we jump off, man? Thank you so much for jumping on. Any last words you want to give out to all the viewers out there?
I would just say, just to you, Glenn, thank you for all you do for all these people, and you're just helping people get good deals, and you believe in it and you believe in the products, and it's fun to watch you do so well. So I wish you all the success.
Awesome, Casey. And I appreciate you, man. Like I said, I told everyone in the beginning that when I was looking for deals and trying to hook everyone up, Casey was like one of the first deals, man, literally one of the first deals. And here he is after a couple of years and still hooking it up. So Casey, I appreciate you. And guys, we're going to put that deal in the comments section here. But you know what? If you have a special deal that you want, just message Casey and he'll figure something out.
Yep.
That's Nifty Thrifty right there. Casey, thanks for jumping on, man. I appreciate you. And guys, thanks for watching.
All right. Take care. Have a good night, everybody.